What is going on, everybody? We are back here yet again today with another Persona 3 Reload trailer. And today, we could be watching one of the most interesting trailers they have dropped thus far. Because today, we have ourselves the Ken Amada trailer, aka the Youthful Spirit. Now, let me go ahead and get this right off my chest. In terms of my P3 character totem pole, Ken, in my humble opinion, is ranking pretty low. He's not bad, but his competition is pretty fierce. But that could all change today because he has a new voice actor. We could be watching something to where I could change my opinion right here, right now. And he could be bumping up quite a few slots right here, right now. So, you already know what we're here to do today. We're here to watch this trailer, react to it, view it, analyze it, break it all down front and back. If you've been here before, you know what I do. You know what I do. You've seen this stuff before. So, Ken Amada trailer. Let's get into it. Let's see what they got cooking for the young lad here. Let's go.
So, I decided
to
we
got a
call this meeting to introduce him to the rest of the squad.
Oh.
I'll try not to get
off the bat?
way.
Oh, it's a double header. Let's go. There he is. Justine Lee.
Will air this winter as a TV
oh, the Featherman specials, baby. Yes, sir.
Wow, a spin-off with
yes, sir.
The main character. I gotta make sure I record that.
He sounds really freaking good, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, I watch it every week without
Yo.
fail, but this TV special is big news.
He actually sounds his age.
Doesn't usually make much of an impression, but there's a theory that he's actually
oh, get this man in the room with Futaba, bro. They're about to have like a whole nerd freak geek out.
Heard that from a friend.
Oh, he's too ashamed.
So
oh, the tape scene. Oh, he just hit his leg. In the shin. I'm not gonna say anything. That's clearly a nah. Okay. Alright, let's go. Oh, the kick. And reanimate. Oh shit. That never gets old. Okay, let's go. Theurgy. Okay. Okay, yeah, alright. Okay. It was pretty weak sauce. But they brought it back a little bit with him posing and not looking at the enemy right there. Ken? Out of nowhere! Yeah, he sounded really good! We gotta talk about young Ken over here, man. They did that. The verdict is in. And the conclusion is that they did that. Ken sounds really freaking good, man. I'm not, like, straight up getting right to it. He sounds great. He sounds great. And we're here to talk about it. So, starting with the beginning of the trailer. I'm going right into this, man. I'm so freaking happy. He sounds well. The first thing we're going to talk about isn't even Ken. It's Akutsuki. Now, look. I know everybody wants me to talk about Ken stuff. And this is his trailer. But honestly, right, I got to hit this right now. Because I don't know if they're going to do an Akutsuki trailer. So I'm just going to mention it very briefly here. But Akutsuki sounds great. That is all. But seriously, no, I'm serious. Akutsuki sounds great. We kind of already knew that he was going to sound great. Because we heard a little bit of him in other trailers. But this is like, oh. Like right up. Like straight up. No music, no nothing. He's just talking. He sounds good. Akutsuki sounds good. Looks good, sounds good. Same thing with Ken, alright? I'm just going to say this as well. I know, like, this doesn't have anything to do with his performance, but I like his redesign. Like, he just looks like a kid, man. Like, something about Ken, like, he's just smiling and stuff, dude. Like, you play the original, he was smiling and stuff. He was having a good time, but, like, you see him sometimes with the frowny face. Here he's just, like, expressive, even with, like, his character portraits. You just love to see that stuff, dog. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's go, Ken. Anyways, stuff in the trailer. So, obviously, we see, first thing, is Akutsuki talking about Ken. Getting him initiated, joining C's. And off the bat, my man's... Oh, my God. Ken, man. I'm telling you, I'm very happy right now. Can you tell? I'm running on a high. But Ken joins the team, and we get to see him in action, specifically starting with him hanging out with my GOAT. You already know. Makoto Yuki, the MC. Just sitting and talking at this ramen shop. It's like a mandate at this point. If you have a character trailer, you gotta show up in this ramen shop at least once. Not everybody has done it, but most of them have. And they're just out here talking about Feathermen. And this man is low-key, I can't even say low-key. Low-key is, no. We gotta change it up. High-key, a Featherman fanatic. And he's just too damn ashamed to admit it. And that's pretty sad because look, we've all been that age where you like something that maybe to the point where if you admitted it out loud, you get laughed at. I know, like, my example was like liking Nintendo when everybody was on their PlayStations and Xboxes, or liking Pokemon and admitting it, and like middle school, high school. Let's go, Ken. Man, I relate. I know you ashamed to admit it, bro. But it gets better, trust me, man. I know he can't. He's a fictional character, whatever. But point being, he's a Featherman fanatic. He likes his Featherman, and we love to see it. Don't change, Ken. Don't change, man. Don't do it. But the thing after which we see here is the tape scene. Now, we've seen a tape scene once or twice before. I think I already know, right? We've seen Akihiko's. Might have seen another one, but I forgot whose. Maybe Junpei's? Maybe Junpei's. I'm not. It's kind of getting loose in my mind a little bit. But regardless, right? Ken's is pretty good. He's just having that broomstick. He's swinging it around like that giant ass spear, which I don't even know how he's carrying that. And just like going to town, and he hits his shin. He hits his shin. And there's a joke in there, but I'm not gonna say it. But you could probably put 2 and 2 together. And if you say it out loud and you really think about it for like 5 seconds, it's actually pretty hilarious. I see what you did there, Atlas. They could have just said, "Oh, I hit my leg," but he said shit. I can't. Okay, I gotta stop talking about it because you guys probably already know what the joke is. But last thing we see here is him in action. And let me tell you, man. Look. There's a lot of animations that I like in Persona 3 where people get the crit. You know, you got Akihiko with the super punch. You got like Yukari jumping in the air, arrow shot, bam. But this man, Ken, does the 1-2 roundhouse kick into another stab. Damn, Ken, shish. But the thing that happens afterwards is his Theurgy attack. Now, most Theurgys look pretty freaking good, and his was decent. It wasn't like super amazing, like, oh man, but it got there. Kind of got there a little too late, but it got there. All right, so he just summons his persona, goes in the air, chucks his spear, rains spear shots from down, and then finishes it with a super shot. But he looks away at the camera and poses on him. Just to let you know, he started popping off a little bit. He really did that thing. Like, he knows what he did. He knows what he did. He's a rascal, man. He's a freaking rascal. He just did that. And honestly, bro, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, they put Ken's name out here, man. I'm happy. I'm freaking happy. Now, we don't know anything about his Theurgy attack, what the effects are, because, you know, they didn't show any of that. But in terms of the look of the Theurgy, it was alright, like I said. I thought it was going to be like something so freaking crazy, but like I said, the ending really picked it up. The ending really picked it up with that pose. Ooh, my. I like it when people do that. Show me any attack where someone doesn't look at the guy that they just smoked and pose on him. It's a done deal in my book. It's a done deal. So, now that everything has been talked about and discussed, we have the final point. And that's what's going to happen next week. Because next week is going to be quite possibly the final trailer we see for Persona 3 Reload. In terms of the characters, maybe. We have our boy Shinji left. And let me tell you, man, that's going to be a trailer and a half. But are they going to keep doing them? I don't know. Like I said last week in the August trailer, man, they could potentially make more character trailers for other people. I'm not going to say who, but you could probably put 2 and 2 together if you played the original, who they could potentially make trailers out of. I'm not saying anything, just to keep things spoiler free. But if they do, they do, and we keep this little, marathon going. If not, the ride's over next week. And if the ride's over next week, it's been a hell of a run, but I'm gonna miss it. And man, they really picked it up with Shinji today. Well, not Shinji. Oh my God, Ken. I can't wait for Shinji. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. I'm already thinking about next week when I should be talking about what just happened just now. But TLDR, fellas and girls, you know, you never know who's watching. But Ken sounded good. His VA, Justine Lee, round of applause. Round of applause to them, man. They did the damn thing today, man. Oh my God. He sounds great, looks great. Can't wait for Shinji next week. Potentially last trailer. Who knows at this point. But regardless, I will see you guys next week, potentially, for the last character trailer. Deuces.